City won the treble. Will Josko Gvardiol win the treble? Welcome back to another video with a very hungover, very tired Stephen today. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all good. So I thought I'd just jump live very quickly for not the longest video because it is tea time in the McInerney household. But I just saw this. I was just quickly looking on Twitter and I saw a little bit of breaking news from your old man Fabrizio Romano. And I know we all know about the Gvardiol interest, but the difference here now, finally, it's been officially confirmed via Gvardiol, I guess, and Leipzig directly. I'll jump over to the actual story here right now. Leipzig's director, Abel, confirmed that Josko Gvardiol and the agents have told us about their desire to move to Manchester City. So basically, it's not one of those things where the players sat there and like, yeah, I'd take this move. This is very much a player pushing for a transfer to Manchester City Football Club. It's longer, apparently, the quote, is it? Could you link me to that, mate? Apparently, the quote is longer. Apparently, said he expects it to happen. Let me just find that longer quote, if I can find it anywhere. But that's very interesting. Let's see if we can find it. But either way, this is interesting news. I'm going to try and find it. I'm going to search Twitter to see and find the longer quote. According to someone, it is longer. Guys mentioned it is. There we go. Here we go. This is the quote. Here's the longer quote. It says, Gvardiol's agents give us desires to City. We are in talks with City for 100 million plus. Gvardiol will end up in Pep's hands. The value would make Gvardiol the most expensive defender. It might take a few more days. Well, there we go. So basically, they are prepping for a potential exit of Gvardiol. It looks like it's going to happen, basically. Yeah, it absolutely looks like it's probably going to happen. Well, the desire's there from all parties. It sounds to me like Leipzig are willing to sell him. It sounds to me that Gvardiol is pushing for this move. And it sounds to me like Manchester City really want this move too. And currently, the discussions are being had. So that is big news. That's not City doing what Spurs have. You know, with the Harry Kane saga, it was like, oh, we want him. But have we really bid? Is the guy that's going to dance around it a little bit, you know? Oh, the club going to sell? No, everything about this quote shows, one, City are really serious, two, the players are really serious, and three, Leipzig are very, very, very happy to sell him. That shows to me that this is absolutely going to happen. Like, that's the full quote there. You know, Gvardiol's agents gave us a desire to move to City. We will talk to City. Yes, for 100 million plus bonuses, Gvardiol will end up in Pep's strong hands. The value of the deal would make Gvardiol the most expensive in history, but it might take a few more days. I don't know how high we'll go if we'll reach the valuation, but I think they want him to be the most expensive defender. I am quite excited by this. Look, the whole business of Leipzig, they know they're going to have to sell a player at some point. To me, this is a very exciting signing. I know it's not a sexy one because it's a defender and we've got lots of centre-backs, but Gvardiol is a sexy man and a beautiful footballer. He really is a great footballer. He's going to be an all-time great defender. He's like literally on the peak of world class already at 21 years old. Astonishingly good. Astonishingly exciting player. As Alfie just said in the chat as well, the fact that one of the world's best young defenders wants us shows how far we've come. Feels mental looking back. Yeah, no, he wants us. This is a true desire. And Guy reckons it's a sexy sign. I think it is, actually, to be honest. Yeah, if you're going to sign someone who's could be the next, you know, Ramos, you know, in terms of his career length, he could be the kind of guy where, like, that's what I want to see at City now. And we're getting that anyway in general with the likes of Diaz, we've had it with company. But you know, when you see legends formed, like Ramos, and he stays at Real Madrid for years, he wins loads of Champions Leagues, and everyone's like, yeah, one of the all-time greats. We're in a situation where now City have won a Champions League, and we're signing players at that level, where I feel like we are entering the next era of like genuine Manchester City superstars, like the next era of like real, like, no, not winning the leagues. You won the Champions League now, and that elevates you to a level where you are in the conversations with Real Madrid and Barcelona. You're no longer just in the conversations with Arsenal. And that was, yeah, that absolutely was. They are catching strays there, but that's intentional. But it really is, it becomes that level of discussion if you go on to be at the top of the table, win more Champions Leagues and all that kind of stuff. And Gvardiol, in that instance, we're not talking about, you know, a very good defender. We're not talking about, I don't know, we're talking about a potential all-time great if that's the scenario. And he's 21 years old. Yeah, as Alf said, signed the most highly touted young striker and the most highly touted young defender. It's a massive statement. Guys says, I think the reason it goes on the radar is that everyone is anxious about what happened in midfield. Look, I actually, Mark wants him as well. Johnny says, I want this signing to happen. He's an ideal fit, I agree, Osmodeus. Like, to be honest, Gvardiol, the more I think about it, the more I get excited by it. I mean, the defensive line, it's going to be very much, if you can get past us and score, fair play. Like, this is like, on another level, like, on another level solidness in terms of our defensive capabilities. I mean, when you look at a back line of, Gvardiol, Diaz, Stones, Akanji, then maybe Ake as well. It's just, whatever. It's powerful. It's absolutely powerful. Now, I know everyone's talking about Frankie de Jong as well, which I'll get onto in a bit. I know Tommy mentioned it. Tommy, if you don't know who he is, he's a City in the know guy. I believe me for him. And he's on Twitter now as well. And I know the City X lads went live talking about Frankie de Jong earlier as well, didn't they? I don't know if the Frankie de Jong stuff is actually got any legs, what it's based on. Is there anything to it? Any rumours that I've seen? Or is it just people just trying to put 2 and 2 together? Like, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Like, Frankie de Jong. It's from the Sun Sport, actually, isn't it? I've just noticed the Sun Sport mentioned it earlier, saying Guardiola's mulling over a move for Frankie de Jong. Barcelona want 90 million. But look, it's just speculation. I don't think it's good rumours. It feels very wishy-washy. Like, I think Barcelona are touting him around because of his wages. For what it's worth, I think Frankie de Jong as well would understand that, the wages are absolutely insane. He was actually very close to signing for Manchester City, and I know that as a fact. I really believe, I believe that he was that close, but then obviously Barcelona came in with a little bit more money. City were a little bit slow to do it, but he was very willing to move to Guardiola in Manchester. So I don't think this is going to be a surprise if City did actually go in for him. I like that quote from Guy about Leipzig. Where has it gone? Guy says, sources on Josko Gvardiol's City says Liverpool's deal for Dominic Szoboszlai is unlikely to impact on the centre-back's future. Leipzig feel confident they can compensate multiple departures. Yeah, I think to them, they're like, get 160 million in from the English clubs, take the money right now and do what the Leipzig do, invest in the next young talent for 10, 15 million here and then and turn them into 70, 80 million pound players. That's what they do. So I feel pretty relaxed that this is going to get done just because there's a desire. This is not Leipzig sat there going, no, we don't want to sell him. This is not Leipzig going, no, he's a Leipzig player. He's not going to go anywhere. We've got the squad that we need. This is Leipzig going, yeah, he'll probably end up a Man City player. We want a big, a big fee for him. But we know we're going to sell him. And City going, yeah, we want him. And Gvardiol's going, yeah, I want City. And everyone's like, yeah, do you know where we are right now? We're sort of where Arsenal are with Declan Rice, where it was like, look, we will eventually bid enough. And eventually it will happen. I feel like it's in that kind of scenario with Declan. Yeah, it's very simple, similar. Happy Rupee. Jesus Christ, Happy Rupee. Riley, I read your name Riley Rupert and it said Happy Rupee instead of Happy Birthday. I'm tired, mate. Happy birthday, Riley Rupert is what I was going to say. Happy birthday, mate. I am hungover today. I was out. Here's a bit of thing for you. I went axe throwing yesterday, throwing axes on a stag do, on my mate's Johnny's stag do. And there was 9 of us in my group. Guess who fucking won? The most alpha male thing I've ever done in my life. Throwing axes. I felt like I go hunting, you know what I mean? I won. So I was buzzing about that. I won an axe throwing contest. Is there anything more masculine than that, So there you go. I put hairs on my chest. That'll tell you. Baby brain, always baby brain, mate. And also hungover for the first time in ages. Steve the Viking, exactly. He's watching Haaland for a year, Watching Haaland for a year has made me turn me into a Viking. Axe throwing is good fun, by the way. If you're in Manchester, I would recommend Whistle Punk's axe throwing. It's really good fun. It's much more fun than I thought it was going to be as well, actually. They make the people who show you how to do it are really entertaining. Good fun. But yeah, I'm buzzing about this. Good luck with golfing, Riley. Hope you have a lovely day, mate. I would be buzzing for Frank. Look. I'm gonna spell it out for you now. Kovacic, Gvardiol, and Frankie de Jong, and I'm like, wow, that is a 9 out of 10 window. That would be absolutely immense. I don't think Frankie's gonna happen personally, but that would be an incredible, truly incredible window if it happened. I don't know if it will personally. I think Gvardiol's going to happen. Kovacic and Gvardiol, by the way, is already a heck of a start. Does anyone else feel this way? I sort of think people are sleeping a bit on Gvardiol. Not Gvardiol, sorry, Kovacic. I think people are just sort of sugaring off Kovacic, and I don't get it. Like, I really think Kovacic is going to be immense for Man City. Like, I think he's like, people, and I mean this is the greatest respect to Ake, people are sort of treating the Kovacic signing like Ake or Kanji. Like, they're treating him like he's just like, oh, he's all right, yeah, good signing. Like the Kanji Ake thing or something. No, he's way better than that. Like, he's way better than that. Like, Kovacic is a Manchester City first team level player. Like, he is a Champions League winner, top quality player. Like I really believe he's that good. Like, I think people are just sort of low key on it because we lost Gundogan, and I get the context, but I wouldn't be surprised if we look at Kovacic leaving in 5 years' time and go, "Oh my God, what a signing he was! He's had a Gundogan level impact." So like, and I think we will look at him and go, "He's a genius." Yeah, exactly. He's won 4 Champions Leagues, and I agree with Colton. He's going to surprise us. Like, I mean, Kovacic, people are just sort of quiet on it. They're quiet on Kovacic because it doesn't seem like a exciting signing, but it is, man. It is. He's a quality player. It's just the smart signings aren't always usually the most exciting ones, and this to me is exciting. Like that Gvardiol news though. It's very exciting news. There's been lots of news actually. So I was away yesterday, and I've not been online this morning because I've been hungover. I'll go through all the news that's happened today. I'll go over to the aggregators. Newcastle apparently giving an eye on Calvin Phillips. If he's told he can leave. Luke Edwards at the Telegraph. I think this is probably true. This will be true. Calvin Phillips. Calvin Phillips, he could go. I don't think he wants to go, Calvin Phillips, and I sort of respect that, actually. I think the thing is now, there's an element of like players know that second season is better under Guardiola. I think Calvin's looking at it and going like, I want to stay here. There you go. Fabrizio's tweeted the whole thing out now. Yeah, I've already seen that. I mentioned it earlier. But I think Calvin's wants to stay here, and I sort of respect that. We signed a young goalkeeper called Spike Brits. What a name. A hell of a name, that. England under 16 international for Wimbledon. One of the most talented young goalkeepers around. Congratulations and welcome to Man City, Spike. Of course, as well, there's loads more news about Luis Fiorini on loan. Luis Fiorini is an excellent footballer, young City fan. Swansea, Bristol, Reading, and European clubs want him. I think Luis Fiorini is such a talented footballer. He's waiting for a big career move, in my opinion. I hope he gets a good loan move. I like Lewis. He's a cracking player. James Trafford, Leicester want him. That would be a great move for James Trafford personally in the Championship. That would be good for him. Good luck to James Trafford. He's future number one level. He really is future number 1 level. He's such a good player. And of course, as well, Liam Delap's gone on loan to Hull. So much of stuff has happened. It's weird with Liam Delap, isn't it? Like, all that hype he had, and he's a quality footballer. And I think as a striker, he's just never hit his form, and he struggled a little bit adapting to men's football. Hopefully, his second full year of men's football, he'll be a bit better at Hull City, and he'll suit life over there. Fingers crossed he does. I don't know if he will, but it'd be nice, And then fingers crossed. It goes well for Liam Delap. Elsewhere, there's the Kyle Walker news. City talking about a new contract. Bayern's still pushing. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. And also, there's McAtee. He's going on loan. I don't know. That was the latest rumours there about McAtee potentially going on loan to somewhere. Either top half of Premier League or Bundesliga side. There's also Brighton, maybe interested in Cole Palmer. There's so much going on, basically. It's all kicking off. Absolutely all kicking off. We'll have to see how it goes. It's going to be crazy. Super chat from my man Dan. Dan said, possible this falls through because of Szoboszlai. You've just joined the stream, mate. You've obviously just joined the stream, but I think that's not actually true, pal. And I'll tell you why, actually. Pete saying, retweet for another treble. Cheers, Stephen. I like it, mate. So, Dan, that was the general chat, but basically, the Leipzig directors are basically talking about how they're going to. All the sources are saying, I'll show you here now, mate. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. The sources are saying that Liverpool's signing of Szoboszlai is unlikely to impact the centre-back's future. Leipzig feel confident they can compensate multi-departures. That is backed up the fact that Leipzig's directors just said, I confirm that Josko and his agents told us about the desire to move. His desire to join Man City. We were in talks with City for 100 million plus add-ons. Josko will end up in Pep's strong hands. This will make Gvardiol the most expensive defender in history. So basically, what you've got there is you've got a sporting director saying that he's going to go. I don't think the Szoboszlai transfer has any impact whatsoever. So I know that was the worry for everyone, but I don't think it has any impact because there's a willingness from all three parties involved, City, Gvardiol, Leipzig, to make this transfer happen. And in that instance, you're sort of fine. 100 of add-ons, yeah. So what is 100 million euros? Euros in pounds is 85 million. So I think if City went to like 100 million euros total, so they could say like 100 million, that'd be 85 million quid. I think they'd probably go for that, City. I think 85 million they probably would pay for Gvardiol. They'd push for around 80, I reckon. Maybe they'd go for 80 million quid plus another 10 million add-ons, which would take it to about 105 million euros. So something like that. So I reckon they are willing to go around that with add-ons. And the thing is with add-ons, it's sort of worth it in the end eventually. 90 plus 10 maybe. Yeah, something like that. But we don't have to get to 100 million quid. It's just euros, don't forget. I think probably Jelani's right. 85 million plus 15 add-ons. So 85 euros would be 73 million. So 73 million plus add-ons to take it to around 80 something. I think that's probably right. I think it'll be something like that. Either way, this to me is a very exciting transfer. I think he's a potentially world-class player if he isn't already world-class, and he's going to be very, very exciting. Guys, please do hit the like video. Like on this video if you want to sign Gvardiol, if you want him here. I would be excited to see this. I really would be. I'm looking forward to this potential transfer. Gvardiol is a beast. A genius on the ball, a wonderful defender, technically excellent, good pace, strong as an ox, a Diaz-esque natural defender, as well as being technically excellent in possession. He's everything you would want, basically. A complete modern defender built like the proverbial brick wall. Absolutely wonderful stuff. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because I've got dinner to have, and my little guy needs some food downstairs. I'm going to go help the wife out. Love you all loads. Like this video, and I'll be back tomorrow with regular videos. I took a couple of days off because I had stuff on personally, and it's also a bit quiet, if we're being honest. But guys, you're all awesome. Like this video, subscribe, and guess what? Can anyone guess what? Please answer quickly in the chat. Can anyone guess what? I'll give you a few seconds. Billy knows. Billy knows. And Johnny knows. City won the treble. We won the treble. Good night. In a bit. Bye-bye.